I am the bestestest royal cat helper. Oh, hello, strange creature. What are you looking for? Eggs! They're so hard to find! Like with little baby monsters inside? Yeah, those ones! Like cracking open and popping up out of it repeatedly? Yeah, exactly like that! Well, I haven't seen any of those. Yeah, I haven't seen any either. Aw, darn! Ladies, gentlemen, and monsters of all ages, the final update is underway for Monster Hunter Wilds with the anniversary festival in full swing, and it is an absolutely lovely time so far. But today I want to focus on one very particular specific aspect of this event, which is the addition of our final collaboration for the base game of Wilds as well, Monster Hunter working together with Monster Hunter to promote Monster Hunter, specifically Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, the upcoming turn-based riding spin-off that I cannot wait to have exist in the world for everyone else to enjoy. But let's focus on what's going on in Monster Hunter Wilds specifically, what the collaboration is, what you get from it on first completions, which are the particularly special rewards, and then we'll talk about the rewards on the quest itself too, and if it's worth running it on repeat for those as well. While we're at it, I'll also go over a general way to strategize for this quest specifically in order to make it as easy and quick as possible to complete, whether you're just in it for your first 3 completions of the quest for pendant specific rewards, or if you want to properly farm it out. That said, first things first, the collaboration is centered around an egg delivery quest. To begin, you must be HR 9. You can then find Rudy hanging out in the Ancient Forest base camp in the back here. Talk to him to begin the side quest, which will then send you to retrieve eggs. This is then the same as the optional quest that will be permanently unlocked when you finish the side quest itself, which is to say that the goal is to rescue and collect 4 eggs before you either die 9 times or break 5 eggs, with eggs breaking when a monster hits or flinches you while you are carrying the egg, or if you run out of stamina while you're carrying an egg as well, which is very sad for the poor little yoki babies that fall out of them. The layout of the eggs seem to be pretty much the same locations every quest, but the actual monster inside of the egg is randomized between 3 of them, being Gravios, Raydao, and Chatacabra. When picking up an egg, there is a chance for it to be a platinum shine egg, which is a very potent egg, and this results in more rewards at the end of the quest. Specifically, end of quest bonus rewards seem to be consistently at least 1 glowing stone for the RNG talisman roll, with a chance of the other slots also being a talisman, or being oracalcite, or being hard armor spheres, or being RNG decoration rolls as well. With 0 platinum shine eggs, and the ones that pop up with dialogue saying they are highly potent, you only get 1 bonus reward at the end. With a full 4, all 4 of your hand-ins being platinum shine eggs, you can get up to 10 bonus reward slots, which is just significantly more chances at actually useful stuff. This, though, is not going to be the best source of any of these specific materials in the game. They're just better ways to farm them if you want something in particular, but it's a very different alternative way of getting this stuff in lower numbers. One potential exception to that is Zenny, as you do get quite a good bit of trade-in eggs per quest completion, but still likely not as much as doing the old platinum fish capture net runs on the Scarlet Forest. Maybe if you run this quest with 4 players, you might be able to get it fish enough that it overtakes it though. That to say, the main rewards from this quest are not the farmable bonus rewards you'd get for doing it over and over and over again, but the completion rewards. And while the bulk of the completion rewards happen on first quest completion when you hand it in to Rudy and stuff like that, things like guild card background and pose and stuff like that you get the first time you do it, but then there's also the Skyscale Rathalos pendant who just flies around with you looking all cute. Then you also get a material from the quest that can be used to craft Rudy's Palico armor, which looks fantastic and has the exact same stories aesthetic that I adore so much, just transplanted onto your cat. But then the next level of rewards past that is the first 3 times that you complete the quest this gives you, you unlock a new special pendant on top of the other rewards. The order seems to be random of which one you unlock when, but these are between the 3 of Gravios, Raydao, and Chatacabra pendants. They are all eggs, but the egg will crack open and then they pop up out of the egg in baby form, making a cute motion, and then pop back in, and this just happens on repeat, and I absolutely love these pendants so goddamn much. This is such a fantastically done collaboration, honestly, that to say, you'll likely want to do this quest at least 3 times. So let's go over the quick and efficient way to do so. And if you do want to focus on platinum shine eggs specifically for whatever reason, the strategy wouldn't important change here, except that you just want to check every egg that you pass to see whether it is shiny or not before you choose to bring it back to camp. That said, there are a few things that you can do before even entering the quest to make it a lot easier. The most impactful one is having your map set up with a few specific camps. The eggs always spawn in the exact same 8 locations each time that you run the quest, with the randomness being which ones are which monsty and which ones are shiny or not. The most important camps to set up then are Area 6 Flowering Rocks, which is the easiest to access camp around all of the western eggs. Area 10 Southwest looks like it would be a good one, but all the walls leading up to that camp cannot be climbed while you're holding an egg, so it's a bit of a trap. But it is a nice place to start the quest from. It's nice and close to some eggs that you can then cart over to the Area 6 camp. Area 7, Bower of the Great Tree, is also quite close to a number of eggs, so it's good to have this active as a choice to go for. And then Area 12 Northeast as well gives us another direction with a camp not too far away from some egg spawns. And generally speaking, the eggs that are between Area 7 and Area 12, you would choose which one to bring it to based on your mantle availability and positioning of monsters at the time, because bringing it to Area 7 is generally more dangerous, but it's quicker. Final one then is Area 14 Southwest. This one is elevated up, but you can climb up the nearby vine wall while holding an egg, which makes it much more reasonable than it might seem to get to a higher elevation camp, and it's quite close to a few egg spawns too. This gives you a nice circle of camps surrounding all of the egg spawns on the quest, so there is always going to be a camp at least somewhat nearby. Beyond that, for preparing, there are a few skills that you can equip to make this easier. Big one is Outdoorsman through the Ranger 1-slot decoration, as one of the things this does is make you move while transporting items significantly faster. Like, it feels like double speed while you are holding an egg. It is incredible for a quest like this. As well, you'll want stamina skills, so full ranks of Stamina Surge and Marathon Runner are very applicable here, all of which can be very easily done with decorations. And then the final skill I want to directly call out is Tool Specialist. The biggest tricks to successful egg carrying are Gilly Mantle, which makes monsters just fully ignore you while it's active, and Rocksteady Mantle, which makes you immune to damage reactions. And that also means that you won't drop the egg if you get hit while you're wearing that mantle. With full Tool Specialist, you can essentially cycle Gilly Mantle into Rocksteady Mantle into Gilly Mantle pretty much back to back to back, and if you have enough stamina skills on your side, you can sprint very, very long periods of time without problems. And then from there, it's just very simple to get the 4 eggs within this process if you have the camp set up the way I do. That said, as far as other things to do inside of the quest itself, your best tool for avoiding monsters that get close are flash pods. Put the egg down, because putting it down does not break it if you put it down manually, then flash the monster. Pick the egg up and keep going. Just be a little bit cautious, as flashed monsters do still attack, they just attack somewhat randomly instead of directly trying to follow and target you. Then on top of that, I should mention that this is of course even easier to do in multiplayer, as 4 players can grab 1 egg each at the same time with Gilly Mantle on, deliver it before the Gilly runs out, and then the quest will be over. And that is by far the fastest, simplest way to run this if you want to. With all that covered, then the last thing that I want to talk about is just how cool this collaboration is. I love the Monster Hunter Stories spin-off series, and I am loving Stories 3 so far as well. One of the main sort of new aspects of Stories 3 is the idea of habitat restoration, where you find endangered eggs and then release the monster back into the wild to raise its ecosystem rank and essentially repopulate the species. And the whole connection to this quest is Rudy saying these are endangered eggs that he is collecting to bring back to Wyveria for that exact purpose. And then the fact that Rudy also looks just exactly as he does in the Stories aesthetic and all, and the fact that the eggs also have that exact Stories 3 aesthetic, and then the fact that they even found a way to implement the shine or potency system as a thing that affects your quest within the actual mainline game with the eggs itself. I think it's just a really cool way to do this, and it's a really well done collaboration for something that I'm a big fan of personally. I am very happy to see it, and I'm happy we all get to take part. That just about does it for today then, everyone. The absolute ridiculousness of the newest collaboration in Monster Hunter Wilds. And of course, I do mean ridiculous as a term of endearment, because I adore just how silly and cute every part of this is. And while I am so happy to see this, I don't think there was any world in which I expected anything like this to happen, especially with the level of passion and detail clearly put into it. Sure, on some level it's just promotion for another Monster Hunter game, but as someone who's super excited for Stories 3 to release to the world, I am absolutely living for this existing in Wilds itself. I hope you all enjoyed the video then, and let me know your own thoughts on it all down in the comments below. Like if you liked the video, subscribe to the notification bell for more, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay sweet.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.